Hello everyone, I'm Bennett Marcello. This is Joel A. Erickson. We're going to talk about Auburn and what's at stake here in the final 3 weeks of the season. What exactly are they playing for? They've got 2 losses, a little bit different from last season when they were hot and only had 1 loss and they were playing for an SEC championship. A little bit more difficult this season with the position they're in, Joel.
There's still a way for them to win the SEC West. Somebody sent it to me, and I can't remember it because it makes my head hurt. There's a way for them to end up as the SEC West champs, I think.
Isn't it the 4-way tie? 4-way
Yes.
tie, and then somehow Auburn would break that tie and go to Atlanta. It would require Mississippi State to lose 2 games.
Auburn has to beat Alabama, and Ole Miss just has to not do anything.
Do anything else except for
Beat
they have to
Mississippi State.
win out. Ole Miss has to win out,
Right.
including a win against Mississippi State. So
See why my head hurts?
yeah, Mississippi State's got to lose 2, and Ole Miss has got to win out, and Alabama's got to win every game except for the Iron Bowl.
Anyway, it's still mathematically possible. The other thing is, these are 2 games coming up that, and Gus Malzahn will probably say this at some point because he said it a bunch last year and sometimes during the offseason. Georgia and Alabama, if you're at Auburn and you can't get up for those 2 games, there's serious problems.
Yeah.
Now, we'll say this, mini rant from Joel. I tend to discount motivation a little bit when it comes to football, as far as in relation to what most people say.
I think you're just overlooking what you're going to say in this video today, this week.
It's another buzzword that Joel
you're
hates.
exactly right. The idea of motivation, overlooking teams and all that stuff is really overrated from a player standpoint because they don't talk about stuff like that. And when they get on the field, it's a football game. They know what's at stake.
I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't parts where like whole teams have big issues,
Right.
and stuff happens. That does happen.
That can develop through a season.
But motivation week to week, whether or not you should. I just don't think most football players are going out there and going, man, I really want to win this game a lot more than I did the last one.
Mm-hmm.
You want to win. I mean, it's been a while since I was playing competitively where the wins and losses mattered, but even then, you didn't treat teams differently. Even in high school, you don't treat teams differently. You're like, I want to win because I want to play good.
Yeah.
Play well. Anyway, so I kind of discount that a lot. I'll step off of my imaginary soapbox now.
Where did you get the imaginary soapbox? Where do you get those? So yeah, Auburn's still playing for an SEC championship somehow, some way, but things have to break their way, and they've got to play a lot better, especially defensively, which we have talked about and we'll write about, I'm sure, more throughout the week. So anyway, it's a big game, big implications in the SEC race for both the East and the West, especially for Georgia. They got to keep winning with the way things are going in the East. Who knows what's going to happen there, but we will have coverage throughout the week heading into the Georgia game at AL.com website.